I have to send y'all what we came out to last week.
Snap. All right. Surprise, y'all. It's gonna get wicked.
He said, surprise, y'all. Be in there.
Yo! Ow! I'll be like, hey, every time I do that, I look around like somebody gonna hear me in the house, but ain't nobody here. But,
you know. Wait for somebody to be like, hey, shut up. Stop.
Yeah. So what's up, everybody? Hardwood Knuckleheadz here today, and we've got a special guest. One of the old heads, one of our boys, Lavel, welcome to the show, bro.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? Thanks.
May.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Good to see y'all too, man.
I think that, you know what, real quick, I think that the last time that we were all together,
yes,
I remember we were in Arizona. It was after the Colorado game.
We was doing what we do.
Game, and then we
was doing what we do.
Yeah, we was
doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? You were showing us your special dance moves,
right?
You know, getting it in.
Getting it in. We was just there entertained and laughing at people. Oh man. So what's good with you, man? How you been?
You know what, man? I can't complain, man. I mean, don't nobody listen to complaints anyway.
Do that.
So you know me, man. I'm always just, hey, you know what? If I'm breathing, I'm good.
Right.
I hear that.
So
you were out in Utah, right?
Yes, sir.
Out and coaching at Lone Peak High School, which is quite the spot, man. Y'all doing it big, and it's been good for a while. And now I know you got your boys out there with you, and man, I can't imagine what that's like. I know you guys got your season just started a couple of weeks ago, so you know, just tell the people about your program, where you at, what's going on.
Fill us in, man.
You know what, man? So as far as Lone Peak goes, man, we just been grinding, man, and it's paying off. You know, last 2 seasons wasn't what we expected. You know, this team is kind of a dynasty team here in Highland, Utah, and it's a powerhouse, man. It really is, and it's a powerhouse in all sports. But football is just cream of the crop, right. And we just trying to carry on the legacy, man. I mean, when we first got out here, we won the state championship in I think 13 sports, and so you know it was already it was a high profile type setting coming in. And you know me, man, I like it. I like being the target. So, you know, I've built programs where we were targeted in everywhere I've been. I mean, in Arizona, we was a hot target back when I coached Brock Purdy and Deshane James. And, you know, my older son, Andre Mayberry, was on that team.
Right.
And, you know, we were a target, you know, and everybody, you know, they didn't know where we came from. And it's kind of the same thing, man, is we like sit back and see, you know, if you don't believe it, you will. And that's kind of the approach we taken this year. You know, the boys put together a saying, all for one for all. We lost it last year in the quarterfinals against the number 1 team in the state, who went on to win the state championship. And, you know, you would think a team would, you know, melt down and be, oh, man, you know, we didn't reach our expectations, you know, and they shut down. Well, we had 75 kids in the weight room the very next day.
Man,
ready. They didn't need no coach. They told me, come unlock the gym and get up out of here.
Right.
You know me, I'm like, what? You know, I'll let you do you. So older boy, Jaden, he's the captain of the team this year. He was defensive player of the year in Utah last year, led the country in picks. And he's probably only lost maybe like 5 games in his life. So, you know, having a season last year where he loses 5 games in one season,
Right.
He wasn't having that.
Yeah.
He wasn't having that.
We're not going to do that.
He came home. He got a little brother. He went and got a quarterback. He went and got help. And he told these boys, hey, man, we're not losing no more.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We're losing no more. And that's just the mentality and the approach that they've taken into the season.
Mm-hmm.
And like we told them, a player-led team is a championship team.
Man,
that's the truth.
Those are the best teams right there too.
That's
Those are
what
the
it
best.
is.
Those are the best.
You know me, I teach physical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I always got it in the boys' mind, introduce yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Introduce yourself.
Go ahead and touch somebody.
Go touch
If you
somebody.
don't know who you are, by the time this game's over,
They gonna know.
they're gonna know.
They gonna know.
They're gonna know. And that's just the mentality that we have, man. The coaching staff is on board with it. You know, I love it out here because they let me do me. You know what I mean? And I'm a little different. You know, being a person who's old school, I teach old school ways, and we just mix in the new school twist.
Mm-hmm.
But I always tell them never be outworked. I don't care how good you are.
Right.
They gotta play four quarters to compete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If they can't play 4 quarters, it's gonna be a long day.
Right.
It's gonna be a long day. And
Hey, so I want to hit on something real quick. I know you talked about that old school mentality, and I know, like, even for me, I'm an old school guy myself, and given the day and age of social media and, you know, parents changing how they parent nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it seems like the old school way of doing things, and when we say old school, y'all, like, we not out there beating on the kids or trying to abuse the kids.
Yeah.
It's more the mentality of being
Right.
But given that community, like, I mean, how did you go about establishing that? And I know if you're gonna be an old school type of guy with the new school crowd, the number one thing I know that you have to have is that trust between not only the kids, but with the parents. So, like, how did that develop? How did y'all come about that? And, you know, how's that stay strong throughout the whole process?
Well, with me in general, and fortunate enough, a bunch of our coaching staff, we're lead by example guys. So we're not gonna really tell you or ask you to do something that we can't do. And I mean currently, you know what I mean? When I talk to them about lifting, I'm lifting with them. When I talk to them about running, I'm running with them.
You have to.
You know what I mean? I train outside of coaching. And so for me, it's really big to be the example. And you know, I would never be that coach sitting down screaming, and I'm sitting up here big, fat, out of shape, and trying to tell somebody else, hurry up and get in shape.
Right.
Right. Like we just don't do that. You know what I mean? So we've been blessed to have 22 men that are committed. You know, they don't miss a day. They don't miss anything. You know what I mean? We take days off to go watch our other kids do things, and we make sure we don't miss their events. We make sure, you know, most of the time, all of us is there supporting everybody else's kids. You know, just trying to make sure that we do it. You know, we came from a small town, so I keep that small town mentality in the bigger cities, and it's just lead by example mentality, man. And the parents buy in, and we just kind of tell them, hey, look, it's bigger than all of us. We want these kids to be successful. We got to lead by example because they don't know how.
Right.
They don't have the natural born leadership. We had go-getter mentality when we was growing up. Yeah, we didn't even need no coach to come to the game. In fact, as Gia tell you, I wrote the batting order sometimes when we was in the so our coach was killing. Right. So, like, with me, it's real big to make sure I'm better than who taught me. And we went undefeated when we was little. I don't know how. Because some of our coaches was just sitting in the dugout or on the field. We didn't know. Like, for me, I just feel like I got to be better than that, man. So when I lead by example like that, I'm gonna practice what I preach.
That's good. I love it.
Hey, real quick though, so talk about the move there too, because I mean, like, for those, some of them that listen know, but some that don't. Me and you, I mean, like, we grew up. I mean, me and you were day one since first grade, second grade. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, like what I mean, like, so going off that whole mindset, mentality and stuff or whatever, like, where do you, I mean, like, because I get in the conversation with my dad about this sometimes, like, where do you think that came from? Again, like being in like the small towns and things like that, you know what I mean? I mean, like Commander grew up in Irvine, so that's like that place.
Not Irvine. Don't put me in no Irvine. I ain't.
My bad. Orange County. Just okay. Okay, my bad. My bad.
Hey, don't be disrespecting me. Santa Ana. You ever say Irvine again?
Either way, Santa Ana way bigger than what like Winslow is. Like it's way bigger. Like you know what I mean? And I mean, I've had a chance to listen to Commander talk about like his mentality. I mean, like we even talked about like last week about kind of just like how it was like, somebody test you, I mean, like you squared up. Like, I mean, there were certain things that you did and like didn't do. What was the mentality like for us growing up, in like Winslow? How did that transition into your
y'all know where I'm gonna go with this, because the simple fact of the matter is Coach Prime saying it now live. If you ain't no dog, you ain't gonna never be no dog.
Right.
And so with us growing up, hey man, it was kill or be killed. It just what it was. We was hated in different towns. Like people did not like us because we were good. So
because you just compete,
even in our little town, you know what I mean? The haters was the haters, and a lot of them didn't even know who we were, but they hated us because we were good. And so the move for me was easy. Being a guy who played two sports at a high level, it was easy because I was in a lot of towns by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I had to, it was still the kill or be killed mentality to me, because I don't believe in failing. It's just not in my mental block. We learned that. I feel like we learned that, from our parents, specifically Benny Mayberry, specifically Steve Garnett. They didn't teach us to be losers. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know how. It was never a thought process of, oh man, that person's good. Oh, our mentality was like, he better worry about us.
Yeah.
He better worry about us. So, well, that's the mentality, man, that I take towards life, and I try to teach not only my kids, but the kids that I'm blessed to be around. I just try to make sure, man, like if you want to do this, you got to understand it's real, it's physical, it's hard. There's no such thing as easy if you want to be successful. And that's the mentality, the mindset that we try to install in everybody, man. I mean, me and my wife, we up here, we run a training business together. And that's just the killer instinct that we put 5 years old to 50 years old.
Doesn't matter.
Crazy enough to come in this gym, you're going to understand what's going to happen when you leave. So that's just the mindset that we've carried. And it came, like you said, from when we was very, very little. Just climbing out the mud. So I mean, that's just what it is.
So we all here got kids that we are coaching and training, right? And so tell us, we've talked a lot about Garnett's son and my son, and now
you're absolute dogs. We know that. we know that. I'm spreading the word out here. They're gonna know about that. That's easy.
Right.
But with coaching your own kid, I think a lot of parents out there, they see it and they're like, yo, that's cool. He's coaching his kid. And yeah, his kid is good. And that's cool. You know what I mean? But I don't think a lot of people understand the relationship dynamic and the work that has to go into that relationship, because it's not always easy, especially when we're trying to teach them to be dogs, right? Tell us about that journey with your boy, man. I mean, he's the dude. The dude can go. We know he can go.
Jaden go. Jaden
no joke, and we're gonna be watching him on Saturdays here real soon.
Right.
I know that journey ain't been easy. I know there's been some head knocking, but talk about it.
Well, with the two that are left home, it's been real simple, man. They grew up with this. I mean, I started this training business before they were even born. I was coaching before they were even born. And because my older kids were very successful in my other programs in Arizona. So with me, I'm a firm believer of, we call it knowing how to dance before you get to the dance. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go to the dang slow dance doing a mosh pit move. We're not gonna do that. Like, we gonna know how to two step. We gonna know how to slow dance. We gonna know we gonna get it in. And so our mentality of that is, at the field I'm coach, at home I'm dad. You know what I'm saying? And we leave all that field stuff on the field. You know what I mean? Everybody's always, oh man, do you guys train 7 days a week? They train 7 days a week.
Right.
Dad never stops training. Because I'm an example dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when they wake up, I'm already up. Their breakfast is already made. I done already worked out. They see me sweating. They see me grinding. And so my thing is, I don't have to tell them nothing. So when they get up and they see me, oh man, he done already got in. SG, no, I hit him at like 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Running my mouth hitting, nigga, like, what you doing? You know, I'm like, man, hey man, I'm out here on this 5-10 mile hike. You know, who knows what the hell I'm doing that day, but it feeds off into both of the boys. You know what I'm saying? And so they know our motto is stay ready so we don't have to get ready.
Right.
And it's just prepare, man. And people, you know, it eliminates a lot of the hate because the separation is real.
It's real.
There's no coach in the program that would dare try to pull them off the field.
Right.
Why? Because they dominate on both sides.
Right.
And it's no daddy. Oh, they're only doing this because daddy. No.
The work shows itself.
Work shows itself. Work shows itself. I mean, that's why what I do not like about the new school is you can post the work. You can post the work. So, you know, these college coaches are, man, what is he doing behind the scenes? Well, press play. Press play, because that wasn't no accident a week and a half ago when he jumped up and took the ball from the quarterback.
Right.
And took it back to the crib. It wasn't an accident when he had 14 the year before. You know, and so it's like you see him on the Vertimax, you see him running, you see him doing everything he's doing. And what I like is I could just film it. And when they're asking me what's his work ethic, I just press play. I don't have to.
That's what it is right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's real simple. And so we try to, like we said, spread that mentality that we have at home, because I try to tell them what goes on in the dark shall soon come to the light. And that's what's happened. The grind is now showing off, not only physically, but mentally as well. You know what I mean? The game's slow to him. I try to tell people it's because of reps. Like the dude been on the field since he was 3. Been on the field since he was 3. He'd been playing competitively since he was 5. And so it's like now, it's like this is like back of his head. It's like riding a bike. It's easy. They see my little young dog out there, Jashawn. He laughs at these seniors. He looks at the seniors like, yeah, you a big 19-year-old holdback. You can't touch me. And it's evident when he's making them fall down. He's in the end zone waiting on the ball. There's 3 dudes on him on Friday. He made all 3 of them fall down. And it was like it's just, and always just it's fun being there, like you said, being the dad that's there, because for me it's expected. We already practiced it at the house. We practiced it at the house. So in the game, I'm like, you just doing what we've been doing. We already did that. So to me, there ain't no, oh my God, look, that's my son. I don't got to do that. I don't got to do that. I told him, we've been there. Go hand the ball back to the ref. We go celebrate at the crib. We go talk. We go talk that talk. You know what I mean? At the crib, we talking that talk. But at the game, we've been there before. We humble. We humble. We know what to expect because we already practiced it. The script's written. All we got to do is go out here and turn the lights on and run the film.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
Right. That's facts right there.
It's that simple.
Well, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Hey, man, I got one real quick because I know that I've talked to Commander about this, about the college recruiting process there, right? So like when it comes to like Amari, because Amari's going to be a senior this year.
Yes.
Same thing with Jaden. Jaden's going to be a senior this year, or whatever.
Yes.
And I don't have any kids that are that old just yet, so I'm getting a chance to watch and learn from you guys because we talk about this a lot. They'll like about when it like comes to like the football recruiting process. Kind of like what are like some of the things out there, like, if you got somebody that's just kind of listening right now, like, you know what I mean? Somebody that might just be listening to the show that might be a football player that's got dreams and aspirations or whatever. Like, what kind of advice do you have on that?
My thing,
part, like what you got for football.
My thing, man, is be hands-on. You know what I'm saying? You have to know what's going on with your child. You have to know who's interested in your child, and are they really interested, and what are they interested in? Are they just going to bring your child in to be a number, or are they going to bring your child in to teach him and help him become a better man?
Right.
You know what I mean? So my thing is what we've been doing hands-on is really find out who's paying attention. You know what I mean? And you see, because the game's different. They got all these extra seniors that they hold on to that been set in the bench, but they get to transfer all over the place in this transfer portal and do all this weird stuff. And I'm like, if you sucked over here, you go suck over there. It don't make no difference to me. Like, I'm shots fired. I'm gonna fire him. Ain't no gloves on. I'm telling the truth. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. And I'm looking at these dudes like, oh, well, we jumped in the portal, and you got somebody that was third string from another place that's 30, and he still sucks, and you go still bring him over here? Like, if he didn't play over there, he's not going to play for you. And so the battle of that is kind of mind-boggling. I love the opportunity because there are some kids that get overlooked. Don't get me wrong. I love the opportunity. But if you don't show up and show out, it's never going to happen.
Yeah,
it's never going to happen. When you get your opportunity, you got to rise. So with us, with the recruiting process, we're just like, hey, what's the opportunity? You know what I mean? We're not looking for nothing guaranteed. We go in there and take what we want.
Right.
Earn everything we get.
4.0 GPA.
Right.
We still I teach, leave no doubt. There are no check marks that we haven't checked. 4.0, speed, agility, aggression, great person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what you have to be. What we try to tell, the boys and also the other kids that we're trying to get recruited is, if you check all the boxes, there's no doubt that somebody's going to find you, because it only takes one.
Right.
Everybody's like, oh, I want 75 offers. Well, you can't go to 75.
It's facts, right.
I know it might be your idea to transfer 75 times, but what you gonna do? Get on the NFL, and then Monday Night Football, they gonna be like, what's your school? Utah State, BYU, Arizona State.
Right.
What? Like, you don't got no loyalty. What are we still doing with you?
Right.
And so, I get it's a different game. I get, they done threw this money out there that I wish we could have got a piece of playing.
Right.
The way they be talking to these kids now, I'm like, what? Y'all owe me. I'm happy. Y'all owe.
He said, y'all owe me.
Y'all owe me, man. Y'all been using my name image, even if so shoot, man. I'm gonna need a percentage. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get it too. Somebody owes some money.
Right.
I'm gonna need it. But nah, man. I mean, it's a tough game because it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and it's a business. Right. It's a business, and these guys are swearing, oh man, my job's on the line. Well, stop not knowing who you recruit.
Right.
If you was paying attention, like Bubba Dub says, you knew the dude was trash, and you went over there and signed it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do your due diligence. I don't know who's doing some of this recruiting sometimes, because I'm seeing guys, oh man, we want the 6'7" safety. Who is he gonna cover?
Right.
At 6.
Who is he gonna cover? When you seen a 6'7" safety? Cut it out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then we want this big giant receiver. Can he run?
Right.
So you see me, I put it on social media the other day. They said metrics. They asked me, don't ask me nothing because I don't have no filter.
Right.
I don't have no filter. So my son is humble. They like, oh man, your son is this and that. I'm like, y'all better be good.
That's on him.
I gotta teach him how to be like daddy, because daddy will tell you the real deal.
Right.
And when they told me, hey, what's his height? I said, first team all region. What's his weight? First team all state.
Right. Yeah. What you need?
What's his 40 time? 14 picks. What's his 100 time? Defensive MVP. Do you have any more questions?
Right.
What are you talking about? I don't need to answer none of that because none of that matter. This ain't track.
Right.
This ain't track. I told him game 1, 10-400 kid playing tailback over at Bingham. Ran down.
Mm-hmm.
Ran down and played with him, shuffled with him before he blew him up.
Right.
Press play. That's all I tell him. Press play. And then guess what? His speed slowed down. 30 yards rushing. Where's your track kid? He had 30 yards on 22 carries. Get out of here. Get out of here. Don't talk to me about that. That don't mean nothing. This game is a game of angles, dog. If you're blessed with speed, that's just something that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
But you still got to go straight and run into them killers. And they're over there waiting on you. Them dude, the dog pound is over there waiting on you. That's the way we put it, man. We just try to keep it buck. We keep it a buck, man. And so that, I mean, I was running my mouth a little too much, but that's just the truth. That's just real. They gotta. I don't like how they do it, but I guess I'm starting to understand why they're doing it.
It's a lot that's changing every day, and you got to just roll with it and adapt and evolve.
It's a lot.
But like you say, ultimately it comes down to who can make plays and who can't. You just got to be ready to make plays.
That's it.
Well, shoot, tell us a little bit. Just talk about your squad. I know you played 2 games, you've won 2 games, you got a big game coming up this week, right? So tell us, I mean, outside of your boy, who's some of the other leaders, and what are y'all looking for going forward? So
we've been blessed, like I said, man, to have a really, really solid team this year, and going into the season. We got haters. They literally put us like 5th in the state. And so the boys don't really, we've kind of put it in their head that rankings don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, who's holding that ball?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have this mentality of we go show up and show out. And with that, we got a quarterback, man, big time prospect. He's a junior, 2026 kid. His name is Kepa. He was a transfer from this school, Alta, out here.
Okay.
And so him coming in, it was just a big help for us. We had 3 quarterbacks go down last year. That kind of was the reason why we didn't, seal it in. Our starter tried to come back,
right.
In the playoffs, but he was hurt. He had shoulder surgery. So, no excuses. We played the Corner Canyon. Who's the number 1 team in the state. They just beat IMG just this past Thursday.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big deal. We have this running back named Sam Wright, really, really fast kid. They're gonna see 100 kid in that because when he hit the hole, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see that. Ain't nobody running him down.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've been blessed this year. We have a really, really good offensive line. We got the number 1 lineman in the state, kid Austin Pay, kid Toby at guard, Jared at right tackle, and we got another 300-pound, actually sophomore at right guard.
Yeah.
So we got a 285-pound center that's about 6'5".
Right.
So we got the hogs up front.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is our receiving core. So we got a Nebraska commit at tight end. This kid Bear Tinney, he's about 6'8",
What's his
260.
name?
Bear Tinney.
Is he from Arizona?
Yeah, he's from Arizona.
Okay, yeah, I know that man. He was at Castile actually. He
That's where he started. That's where he started. Yes.
Small world.
He used to hoop. So y'all probably really know him because he used to hoop growing up.
Yeah.
But now he's 6'8", 265.
Oh.
And flying.
Yeah.
So we got him. We got another hooper. His name is Ty Fotheringham. He's a freak. He's also 6'8".
Oh man.
Then we got a 6'7" wide receiver.
Oh, stop. Randy Moss. This is old real.
What in the world?
His name is Ike Staley. So we got that 3-headed monster, and then you mix them athletes in there. You know what I mean? What you gonna do with 6'7", 6'8", and 6'9"?
Right. On the football field.
On the football field. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Spread it out wide though, because they can all run.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you throw Jashawn on the backside by himself, and we're daring you to cover him one-on-one.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be a bad day for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then here's the crazy part. I didn't even mention Jaden in that yet.
Right.
Jaden go both ways. So whenever we feel like it, whenever I can say he gets mad that we didn't score a touchdown, he goes to the offensive side of the ball and scores a touchdown.
Right.
Because it's just something that he do. We like, what do you know the plays? No, just throw me the ball. All you gotta do is throw me the ball. This guy can't run with me, and if they put one of them linebackers on me, it's gonna be even worse.
Right.
Because he's in the slot.
Right.
Yeah. Then we got this stud named Owen McNeil, who's I think he's like a 10'5", 10'6" kid. It's just the weapons are there offensively.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is we 2-0 and the offense ain't even kicked in.
Right.
Offense ain't even started clicking. Quarterbacks new. But that defense, SG, no, that's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do. We got this 6'6", 280-pound DN Bob Mutialu. We got a 6'3", 260-pound right end that just kills people. His name's Junior. We call it Junior Tahi. He's unblockable. I'm just gonna keep it real. On the bookends, we got that. Our D tackles. The crazy part is our D tackles. We just rotate by committee in there. They're all our young guys, and all we do is tell them pull your ears back and go get somebody.
Go get you some. Yeah.
And go and whoever you hit, boom. Let's get you 3 plays in and rotate. Right. Rotating by committee in there.
Yeah.
Then I've been coaching the backer spot since I've been here because Jay's at safety. So I got 13 dudes that will knock your head off. That's all I teach. I told them we're the most feared linebacking crew in Utah. Everybody knows it. If you go press play on game, the third play of the game against Tentview last Saturday, they got 2 4 or 5-star receivers. They made the mistake of running across the middle.
They got hit
and got introduced to some special physicality.
Some special,
the Lone Peak way. The Lone Peak way.
Right.
And I told them, I said, we go do it the legal way, but you ain't go do it twice. Soon as he hit him so hard, the ref didn't even know. Well, should I throw a penalty? What did I do? I'm like, what did he do? He didn't hit him with his hand. He didn't hit him. You know what I mean? He didn't hit him in his helmet. He blew his body up. Blew it up. No more routes across the middle.
He said he blew his body.
Because now, if you run across the middle, you're in trouble. So what did that lead him to?
Yeah.
That meant they had to throw it to that dang dude back there on the top, Jaden.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 2 6'3" corners in Landon Golf and West Val Garson. And so I'm like, you really don't got no choice. We crazy in the middle.
Yeah.
We ball hawks on the top. We long on the edges, and they both hoop. Right. So we don't got to run those zones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We go run man, and now you got to block 8.
Right.
He over here salivating. Look at him.
He get excited about the game.
Because my thing is, I get sick of hearing, this team's number one in the country. This team's this and that. We go put hands on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We go put hands on you. Like y'all forget all that offense stuff. It's cute.
Right.
It's cute, and that's who they talk about in the paper.
Right.
But every time a team play us, you don't see nobody putting up no 400 or 500 yards. They're not doing that.
No.
They're not doing that. They score on accident. That's because the rest be feeling sorry for them because they be getting hit so hard. The rest like that has to be a penalty. What happened? That has to be a penalty. He's holding his butt and his head. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. We physical, waking them up. And I told them I tell the rest pregame, every pregame, just so you know, when we hit, you gonna think something really happened that was gonna hurt somebody.
We hit. That's
everybody, and it's top to bottom. My DN, he'll hit you. As far as Jaden, my free safety, they're playing for keeps. It's called punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you got 4 quarters of it, so you better be ready. You better be ready.
Tell us about this big game coming up this week.
Man, Corner Canyon's a unit, man. I'm not going to even lie. They got the number one quarterback in the state. They returned a very powerful offensive line that won state last year. Running backs, phenomenal. In fact, he's the one that beat us last year in the playoffs because he couldn't run the ball. But he sure did weasel his way into some screen passes and get into that.
Right.
Wrong. You know what I mean? I'm like, I said, that's why we stop the Lamborghinis before they get started. But we let him weasel his way out there, and he's gone. They got the number one receiver. I think he's a 5-star. He might be one of the top 3 kids in the country.
Oh, really?
This kid, Jerome Miles. Just a stud. A stud. So it's going to be the number one defense against the number one offense.
That's going to be a good-ass game.
It's going to be fun. I just sent y'all the live screen.
Okay, I'm about to say, I'm about to watch that on Friday.
Hey, that's what I was about to tell you.
What's that?
The game's at our crib. They gotta come into the Lions Den. You see the lion back there on the wall. You see it. It's back there. They gotta come to the Lions Den. That's what that L really stands for. You know, that's what I try to tell them. You gotta come over here and mess with Mufasa now. That's who you got to mess with, and we got a lot of pride over there. This is really Lion pride. It ain't no Long Peak. It's Lion pride, and they know
they say Long Peak.
We eat. We eat. So I said, they got to come to a hostile environment. With the fans gonna be there. It's gonna be only standing room only.
Right.
It's real, and you know they've been battle tested. You know like I said, they just played IMG, but we not no pretty boys.
Hey man, I gotta tell you something about it. Like the Utah high schools, man. Like especially some of these newer schools, they set them up right. Like they're the settings of these schools. Like Lone Peak's gym, looking out of the mountains, the football. Like I'm like, what in the world? I gotta whoever designed some of these schools out there, I give y'all props.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, man.
But they like design it that way because it's gonna bring everybody there. Like who doesn't want to go to no school that look like that?
It attracts the attention. It attracts the attention. When the coaches come on recruit, when they come to visit our boys, and they be just standing out there, just like
taking it out, like man,
do I need to come here? Come sign a couple players. You get to come back a whole bunch.
Right, exactly. Right.
You know, so it's a blessing, man. I like it.
That's
do.
Awesome. Well, hey, we wish you the best of luck, man, and yeah, man, I'm gonna have to tune in for this game.
Man, don't miss it. Don't miss it. It's gonna be.
What time the game at? The game is
it's at 7. It's at 7. Yeah, when you click on the link, in fact, you can go back and watch the old games on that link I sent y'all, and then it'll tell you because it's definitely gonna be the game of the week. Especially with them. I mean, they got them all over social media, just beating IMG,
right,
and doing all that, and I was just like, hey man, like IMG. They got a lot of athletes, but they not coached up. That's going to be the difference maker because we don't make mistakes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We're going to be very, very disciplined, and we're going to be very, very physical. And like I said, offense don't like to get dirty. When they come to our crib,
you're going to have to get dirty.
They don't got no choice.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't got no choice. You got to play with our ball by our rules. Or what we used to do, SG, we go take the ball home. Game's over. We don't get to play our way, we taking the ball home. Game's over. Ain't nobody playing. Ain't no game.
Oh, shoot.
Right.
Nah, man. But shoot, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Always fun.
We're going to have to get you back on here one of these times, especially with the college football season kicking off. To do
towards playoff season or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a good time too. Yeah.
Anytime, man. I'm always ready.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you. Love y'all, man.
Love y'all too, man. Y'all keep taking your business. Hey, tell them boys, hey, come on out to Utah so Uncle can watch them. You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
Send them on out here. Hey, I appreciate y'all.
All right, fam. Appreciate you.
Peace. Well, that was Lavel Mayberry, y'all. That was great, man.
That's a good one right there.
That's Lavel, man. He big energy. Big energy.
Big energy. Hey, but like the way he talked, which is funny. Hey, he been like that since I known him since I was in second grade.
Yup.
Just confident in what he can do, and it's so fun when you like grow up with somebody like that they never change who they are, and then you see them, like instill that same mentality in his kids and things like that. Yeah. So they are just like that. They're just a lot more humble, like or just not as loud sometimes. You know what I mean? Like. Right. And like I just love it. Like it's just like it's like that's awesome.
That was great. That was great.
That was good shit right there. I'm glad we were able to do that.
Yep. So what's new in your neck of the woods?
Shit, man, I've been painting all damn weekend. So it's just been like, and I'm not done yet, but I got some things I got to touch up on and stuff. But it was, man, my shoulders, dog, from just up here and doing that like that. Yeah. Like, hey, man, people that do that for a living, bro, like just like, hey, hats off. Like I'm thinking to myself, like, oh yeah, I'll go and do this. And shit, I start doing that. My shoulders get on fire. The kids out running around. Just a whole bunch of stuff. One of our chickens died this weekend because another one. I don't know if it's a chicken. I can't tell. Isla won't tell me the true story. I think what happened was a hawk found it and then just on his head. No, not like with the beak. It had a hole in his head, bro. Yeah, it was crazy. So it was that. Ace and then found about 3 or 4 frogs, tried to bring him in the house. I'm like, you can't bring no damn frogs in the house. So then instead of the frogs, you know what he did? He washed off a whole bunch of rocks and then he put them on his bed so they could sleep for the night.
What?
Yeah, nigga, you heard it. Some rocks that he done washed off.
He had a rock sleepover?
Yeah, it rocks. It had about 13 of them.
Oh my Lord!
All on the cloth, just sleep. I said, "What they do?" I said, "They sleep."
That's all they do is sleep.
What you mean? Yeah, if that's what it is, that's what they doing. I tried to move him. He said, "Dad, you can't move them because they sleep." I'm like, he was serious about it. Shit, I guess we're gonna have to let the rocks sleep. Then
you gotta let them do what they're gonna do.
Hey, did you see? Shout out, A Hayes because he sent me this yesterday. He was like texting me. Did you see the end of the Aces in the Sky game?
No, we was watching it and I don't know what happened. I think I turned it up.
Okay, yeah. So,
what happened? Tell me what happened.
Okay, so they ran so it was 75-72 and Sky ran a play with about 4 seconds left to go for the guard. I can't remember the girl's name, but Angel Reese ended up setting a screen for her on like the side out of bounds, and she stepped up and hit a 3 from deep, just on a crossover pull up. So then Aces called a timeout, which advanced the ball up with like 0.8 seconds. Man, and they ran this one. It was beautiful, dog. They ran this one where they had this, they had this smoke on this side there, right? Just where it was just a down screen to just kind of keep 2 defenders occupied over there, right? Okay. And then you got what's the big girl's name? Asia Wilson. You got her, and then you got Kelsey Plum there, right? Okay. So Asia sets this screen and Kelsey Plum curls off the screen, and then after she curls, she comes back around, and then she turns it into a back screen and screens Angel Reese, and they threw it right at the rim, and she caught it and laid it up for get. Dog, the play was beautiful. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. Like it was just, I love seeing stuff like that because like that's where the fun part about basketball with the chess match comes. Because like, you know what I mean? Because you know the way that they ran it, they have practiced that at practice. Like, you know what I mean? Like those like game winning sideline like OBs that you'll probably work on like once, 1, 2, 3 times a week just to keep it fresh, because there's going to be a time when we're going to have to run this and all we got is 0.8, or you know what I mean? Like that, those are like your sideline out of bounds that are like, like 1 second and under there, right? And so they ran. It was just, I'm gonna have to send it to you there too.
I'm gonna look at. I'm trying to find it right now.
That was
now.
That was like super nice. I was like, wait a minute, like just let me see if I can. That was the one. But what's up with you guys?
Here we go.
Watch.
Let me see this. I'm watching this in real time, y'all.
Yep. Watch it.
See, all right. I'm gonna have to go find a different angle because I could see what you're talking about, but they didn't give us a good.
Right. It wasn't good. Let's see if I can try to find that for you there too. But that's the one. What you guys got? What? So then what? I mean, you guys are like a month into school now.
Month in, man. Yeah, we just chilling.
When you guys start practice?
We'll probably start getting. They've been hitting hard the weight room like all month long. So, we're gonna start getting in some more on the court stuff here starting next week.
Okay.
Just to get ready for Border League, which is in October, and then getting right into. So
tell us about that Border League again, because that's the one where you guys are going to Vegas last year, right? To go.
It's a big tournament. It happened in Vegas. It's gotten real big because it's like probably the biggest preseason event. And for most teams, it's about 2 weeks before the season starts. The official season starts. So it's kind of like a nice little warm up to see where you're at, and play some out of state competition. And so we've gone to it 2 or 3 times, and it's a live event, so college coaches can go to those too, right? Nice. So I think it's one of the few ones in the fall that they can go to, and so
so how many weekends do you guys go up there? Is it just the one weekend?
It's just one weekend. Yeah,
it's just 1 week. Okay. Mm-hmm. So like, would this be? I mean, obviously, maybe not as big, but like around like the Section 7 stuff.
Section 7. Yeah, I would say they're comparable. It's comparable. I mean, the venue's not the same, but like you still got about 100 teams or something like that.
So then, as far as like the talent goes, I mean, so last year I know you guys played against some Utah teams.
Yeah, last year we played Corner Canyon.
That's right. I was gonna say, right, I remember that. So then, like, you guys, what? Are the Idaho teams, and what's the landscape of the region like?
I feel like most of the teams come from Cali, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. And I don't remember if there were any Idaho teams or anything like that, or Washington. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know there were some teams from Texas that came out. Really? Yeah, there were some teams from Texas. So yeah, it's a cool event, man. You see some dudes, man.
Right. That's always nice.
Some dudes. Yeah, and I know they do a prep, like the prep academy portion of it, which actually precedes the high school part of it. And I know the prep division is like, I think they put it on ESPN.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you have your top 16, like your big time schools, some high schools, some prep schools.
Do they ever are there ever any situations in which you guys get a chance to play any of those prep schools? Like, is that ever? Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's those are your top 25, and the teams with all your 5 stars and stuff like that. So like I think the Boozer twins are going out this year. I think like Utah Prep with AJ Devanza and Prolific Prep, Compass. Right. So like some of those 2 schools, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, we just getting ready for that, just prepping for that, and other than that, man, we just relaxing. We had a nice weekend. We were just chilling, man. Schwab was out here this weekend.
No, that's right, because you just dropped Taylor off over at Arizona, right? Yeah, that's right.
I saw her in. We got to hang out. Creasel was down. The Creasels were down here for Flagstaff. So we was
nice.
Nice. Isaiah had a tournament.
How'd that go?
That was good. They went. Where did they go? They only lost one game. They lost the championship game by like 3 or 4. Should have won a game, but too many live ball turnovers, man. You know how that go. Live ball turnovers kill you every time. So,
who they end up playing in the championship?
Shoot, I don't know. Some team called FYG, but they were playing 8th graders, so it was, they were old.
Oh, you guys played up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. So, those are always good losses there too. I mean, like if you do that, so yeah, that's okay. That's what's up right there.
Yep. So I almost had it. It was funny, man. Like, you trying to, like, just like Lavel, we talk about all the time, trying to teach your kids right, doing the right things, all this stuff. There was a moment in one of the games where Isaiah's teammate got lit up on a screen by Isaiah's guy, right? Like he didn't call it out. He didn't call it out. Right? And so he says he called it out, right? But like coach was telling him, like, he got a little lippy during the game, and I'm sitting in the crowd, and I was like, "Hey, yo, like, we almost had a situation. I almost came out them stands. Like, hey, man, you don't be doing that, like, right." But I think he says he wasn't talking. He was just trying to let him know I did call out the screen. I didn't say it loud enough.
Right.
It looked worse, So players, just make sure sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right, man. Right, how you say things matter. Right, fact.
Hey, Pops is about to get on his head, boy. I was like, nah, you ain't gonna do that.
We ain't gonna do that here. No, we ain't doing that here.
He had a good weekend. He played really well. He had, just growing and grinding, man. That's all we can do.
Stuff right there, man. That's good stuff. That's good
stuff.
Yeah,
man. Well, cool. Hey, let's get on out of here. But what we're gonna do Friday. What we do on Friday.
What's
that pick game is starting? Did you figure out what you want to wager, or what? I mean, did you?
Oh, you know what? I haven't. Give me a couple more days, and let me just, right. Right. We got to put a bottle on it or something. We got but make some good ones. Whoa.
I don't know what just happened. My bad.
Just make some good. Yeah, just let's get some good picks out here.
Picks of good games.
There's a
whole lot of good games this first.
Are we going to limit to 5 games? Is it going to be 7? I mean, like, what are we going to? I mean, like,
you got to keep it to 5 because 7 is we be here all day.
No, that's true.
Maybe we could do 5 normal games, and then we'll add the Big Sky as the 6th game.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah. All right, so 6 games. Okay, that's good. That's good. Hey, do you see Georgia Tech beat Florida State over the weekend?
Yeah, man. Dang.
I feel like that was really the only higher level college football game that they had.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to make sure I wasn't missing nothing. So yeah.
Nah, and that's a tough loss, Florida State, man. That ain't the way to start your season.
Especially starting off in top 10, and then now you just you lose your first game like that. And especially a place like that there too, them boosters in administration are already looking like, are you on a hot seat already? Like, damn.
Oh, God. Yeah, all that popping off about going 13-0 and supposed to be in the playoff last year, and then you start the season losing to Georgia Tech.
Oh, that was them, right?
They did get screwed. They got screwed, man. They got screwed, but
yeah,
they should have they've been hanging that on for the whole off season.
Right, and then it just come over here and then just lay an egg that first game.
Yeah. So quit. But we'll get into it on Friday. We're gonna get into it.
Yes, sir.
So again, appreciate Lavel, appreciate you coming on, man. And
we got some more guests coming though too. So we got them.
Many guests.
We got some more guests coming. That's gonna be good.
But we'll see y'all again on Friday. Until then, y'all have a great day. Keep it 100. Make it better than you found it. All right. Hey! I don't even know what that is.
I blew that. We there.
See y'all.
That's gonna be good shit. All right, fellas.